Welcome to today's demonstration of Informa Economics' new data center product. This system is designed to provide users with easy electronic access to historical data and forecast from Informa's Livestock and Meats Group. To access the data center, first you'll need to open a web browser. Then navigate to Informa's homepage at www.informaecon.com. Once you arrive at Informa's homepage, then select the Data and Applications drop-down. From there, choose IE Data Center. Users will be presented with a login screen where they can enter their login credentials. Here, I'm going to enter my username and password. Once inside the data center, you will notice that information is arranged by species as indicated by these tabs in the upper right-hand corner. The commodities that are currently covered by the data center are beef, pork, broilers, turkey, and eggs. Currently, I'm in the beef category, as we can see, because that is the tab that's highlighted. The next thing to notice is that within a species, the data is categorized as either price data or non-price data. Price data is pretty self-explanatory, while non-price data includes information on production variables such as slaughter and carcass weights, along with other important series such as imports and exports. When a user selects a variable, the data is immediately displayed in a tabular format. Data can be displayed at both the monthly and weekly frequency. Not all data is available at all frequencies. For example, export data is only reported on a monthly basis, so no weekly table would be displayed if the user selected an export variable. The variable that I'm currently looking at is Texas Panhandle cattle prices. Note that weekly data is arranged with weeks down the right and years across the top. To see more years, simply scroll to the right using the scroll bar at the bottom of the page. Informa's forecasts are highlighted with yellow backgrounds on all grids. All-time highs are displayed in green text in the grid. For example, if I scroll up, I will see that the all-time high weekly Texas Panhandle live cattle price was $129.89 in 2012, the 9th week of 2012. All-time lows are displayed in red. For that, we'll have to go back a ways. We can find it. And there is the all-time low, at least for the amount of data that we have in the current data set, which goes back to 1980. To view the data in a monthly format, click on the icon with the small red M. Monthly data is arranged with years down the side and months across the top. The quarterly and annual data is also available in this table. An important feature of the data center is the ability to export data of any of the tabular views into an Excel spreadsheet. Once the user has the data they are interested in displayed on the screen, then he or she simply selects the Export button and chooses one of two Excel formats. A pop-up box will open asking if the user would like to have this data displayed in an Excel spreadsheet. Note that the exported data includes both the historical information as well as the forecast, the Informa forecasts. arranged in tabular format. This provides an easy and efficient means for users to gain electronic access to the Informa forecast for use in their own systems and applications. Now for a little variety, I'm going to select a different price variable. I'm going to choose Choice Heavy Ribeyes. And let's take the weekly view. Next, I want to demonstrate the charting feature for you. By selecting this tab in the upper right-hand corner, the user can switch from a table view to the chart view. In this instance, what we see initially is the 26-week chart for the choice ribeye. This 26-week chart is always centered on the current week, and it displays 1/2 year of data backwards and 1/2 year of data going forward. The little red dots indicate Informa's weekly average forecast for the next 10 weeks. The solid black lines indicate the Informa's monthly average price forecast. The green line is last year's values, while the blue line gives the 5-year average. There's a lot of information conveyed by this chart, and it is one of the most popular that Informa distributes. 2 other charts are available. One is a weekly chart. You can access that by clicking on the green W. This one displays the entire calendar year with the red line marking the first forecast week. The other chart would be the monthly view, which is activated by clicking on the button with the red M. Here, the user can observe monthly average price forecast. The black line represents the 5-year average. Now I'm going to return to the tables view. We recognized early on that many users would only be interested in a handful of items that affect their business and would not want to have to drill down through the menu system to access those items every time they wanted to view them. To facilitate this, we created the Favorites menu. To access the Favorites menu, simply click on the Favorites menu button. You can see here that I already have 3 items listed in my particular favorites list. To add an item to the favorites list, simply click on the button with the heart icon on the left-hand side of the screen. Once that's complete, you can see now the choice ribeye has been added to my favorites list. To remove an item from your favorites list, you just simply click on the red heart once again, and that would remove it. Another useful feature of the Datacenter application is the ability to create a custom report containing the forecast for items the user is most interested in. To access this custom report area, click on the My Datacenter link at the very top of the page. Next, select the My Table tab. A set of tables is displayed that contain monthly forecasts for the designated items. A limited amount of history is also displayed for each item. Users can manage their My Table items by clicking on this small button in the left-hand corner. This will display a workspace where items can be added or removed from My Table. Here I'm going to add a couple of items. And remove a couple of other items. The order of the items on the My Table list can be also altered by highlighting the item and then choosing the up or down buttons. Once the user is satisfied with the arrangement of his My Table items, he simply clicks the Save button. The complete My Table can be exported to an Excel spreadsheet using the Export button here in the upper left corner. The resulting spreadsheet is very similar to the one produced when individual tables are exported. There is also a shortcut for adding items to the My Table list. I'm going to go back to an individual item. I think I'll select something from the pork category. And let's see, perhaps a pork trim variable. Once the item is displayed in tabular format, all the user needs to do is click on the small calendar icon with the plus sign to add it to their My Table. In similar fashion, an item can be removed from the My Table by clicking on the calendar when it has the negative sign on it. At Informa Economics, we love to hear from our clients, and we've simplified that process by adding links to automatically generate an email to Informa's IT team or to the analyst responsible for forecasting the variable that a user may be looking at. If you should notice some aspect of the data center that seems to be malfunctioning, please click the Report Problems Here link. This will generate an email to Informa's IT support team. In the subject line of that email, the particular item will be detailed. This will help the IT team to locate the problem quickly. They will be back in touch with you as soon as a resolution has been put in place. If you should have a question about the market or the forecast, please click on the link associated with the analyst. This will generate an email directly to the analyst where you may pose your question. One final aspect of the data center that I want to highlight is the FAQ, or Frequently Asked Questions section. Here you will find common questions about Informa's forecasting process and concise answers to those questions. This concludes your guided tour of Informa's new data center application. This product was developed in response to requests from our client base and will continue to be improved as new ideas are brought forth. If you think that the data center could be of use to you and your business, please contact Jim Allwood or Rob Murphy for details on how to get signed up. Thanks for your attention today, and as always, the Informa team looks forward to helping ensure the profitability of your business for years to come.